Abilities. We all have them. They are essential to us since they make us the way we are. Not everyone has every skill. That's why you have to make the most out of the ones you have. Maybe you have the ability to cook, the ability to sing, the ability to dance, the ability to make art, and many more. Some abilities are acquired, some are learned, and some are simply born with. We aren't capable of not knowing one, or of knowing all. We only know a few. Some know more than others, but no one knows all. Then there's something that can. A creature that has the ability to copy abilities. He can copy abilities that are normal to us, like singing, dancing, playing instruments, painting, and more. But he can also copy other types of abilities. Abilities that are mere impossible for us to learn, like the ability to create fire, ice, and water out of seemingly nowhere. This being is known as Kirby. Kirby has had this ability of copying abilities ever since his second appearance in 1993's Kirby's Adventure. And since this puffball has gotten over 60 abilities. While Kirby is the only one that can have many abilities, I have some abilities, and one of them is being creative. So I used that ability of mine and created some concepts for Kirby Copy Abilities completely created by me. The first copy ability is Petal. This copy ability is based on flowers. This is in fact my first original copy ability, so it's only fair that it's the first one I show off. I came up with this ability because flowers are pretty, and they are the main thing in Kirby Triple Deluxe, which always had me wondering why HAL didn't make this one for the game. The ability is really basic. Kirby throws petals around. These petals cause damage. While most attacks consist on petals being thrown around, other attacks are based on flowers, and some are based on bouquets. By pressing B, Kirby throws some petals forwards. I told you it was pretty basic. And if you press and hold down B, Kirby will take cover. Once you let go of the B button, Kirby will burst wide open, throwing flowers all around him. He can also throw petals over him by pressing B while holding upwards. You can do a sort of dash attack by pressing B while running, in which Kirby will slide forward while throwing petals diagonally upwards. And you can throw petals diagonally downwards by dashing and pressing B in midair. Kirby can also burst some petals all around him by pressing down, then up, and B to do petal dance. Here's a reminder that petals come from flowers, so it's only fair that we incorporate them as well. If you press and hold B in midair, Kirby will grow 6 petals around him, forming a beautiful flower. And then they will burst off all around him. Kirby also spawns another 6 petals around him if you dash in midair and hold B while pressing forwards. Kirby will glide in midair thanks to these petals and will then fade. But if you press B during the attack, these petals will burst off Kirby, in front and behind him. Finally, the Petal ability has a gift for you. If you press and hold to the side and press B, Kirby will hold what I call a bouquet gun and will shoot it forwards, this causing a flowery explosion when the flowers land on the ground. Kirby will also offer you a bouquet gift if you press and hold B while pressing up. This attack will throw petals upwards, plus the bouquet itself is a hitbox. But if you reject this gift by pressing down after he offers the gift, he will slap those flowers under him, causing the beautiful flowers to explode petals in front and behind Kirby, while the motion of the bouquet itself causes a big slap as well. While you already saw what Kirby's hat is in this ability, I had other concepts, those being the flower crown you already saw, one where it looks like he is the center of the flower with petals growing on his head, one with the same concept but his face is the center, one where he has cute little antennas with flowers on their side, and another where the flowers are on top of the antennas. and one where his head is a bouquet. I especially like that one, but the flower crown is more simple and easier to animate. The copy ability icon is pink colored and it has a flower on the middle. Another copy ability I have come up with is Fireworks, one where Kirby uses the very dangerous explosives. This ability is based on the fire and bomb combination in Kirby 64 and came to my mind one New Year's Eve. All of these attacks are also explosive. If you press B, he does the attack from Kirby 64. He shoots fireworks from his body and is launched upwards. If you quickly tap B, Kirby will pull out a sparkler wand and will walk around with it over his head, hurting any opponents over him. If you tap B again, Kirby will pull out a second wand and hold it with his other hand, waving it from side to side over his head. If you press and hold B and press forwards, Kirby will launch a firework which travels forwards and explodes quickly after. Same thing if you press and hold B while pressing upwards, but this time shooting the fireworks upwards. If you press and hold B while pressing downwards though, Kirby will drop another type of fireworks. This one has sparks over it, and after a bit, it will explode. And if you press up, then hold down and press B, Kirby will drop one similar, but it shoots its sparks upwards and not all around. But if you make the button combination of down and then hold up while pressing B, Kirby will set a rocket firework that shoots upwards and make a big firework explosion. If you quickly tap B while pressing forwards, Kirby will throw a small popper explosive forwards, which pops once it has contact with something. And if you press and hold B while pressing forwards, Kirby will pull out a party popper, which is set off once you let go of the B button. If you dash and press B in midair, Kirby will throw forwards a type of confetti explosive. Finally, if you press and hold the Y button, Kirby does a screen clear attack, that being the fireworks show, where fireworks explode all over the screen. Once the attack is done, Kirby loses the ability. While coming up with ideas for hats, I first thought of a 4th of July Independence Day top hat. But then I went against the thought and doodled some different party hats and headbands. I thought of a birthday party cone hat, but that's pretty similar to the bomb ability. I sketched a interesting looking hat where Kirby is the fireworks, but it's a little too exaggerated. I thought of other headbands used for New Year's and Independence Day, and while some were better looking than others, I once again picked a simpler one where Kirby wears a headband with a confetti-like base and 2 antennas, which one has a red star on top of it and the other has a blue star on top of it, with more of that white confetti-like fluff behind them. The copy ability icon is blue colored and has a firework explosion in the middle. And my final ability for this video is Mechnic. In this ability, Kirby uses his mechanic skills to fix some familiar mech enemies, or at least try to. You see, Kirby isn't really a good mechanic, so those fixed enemies blow up on his face a while after using them. If you press B, Kirby will quickly whip up a wheelie and ride it. The wheelie is pretty slow and clanky. After a short while, the wheelie will blow up. The wheelie will also blow up if contact is made with a wall or enemy, so look out. You can set off a wheelie on its own by pressing B while holding forwards, and it works the same way. If you press B and hold up, Kirby will quickly whip out a Capsule J2 enemy and it will fly upwards. Then, just like wheelie, it'll blow up. Same thing, if it has contact with a wall, ceiling, or enemy, it'll blow up. Kirby can ride it by doing the same attack in midair instead of the ground. If you press B while holding down, Kirby will quickly whip out a walker suit and will be free to move on it. Just like everything else, after a while, it will blow up. If you press B while on the walker suit, Kirby will pull out a rocket missile launcher, and if you press B again, a missile will be shot out of it. Since the missile is broken, it might fall right in front of Kirby's face. But it might actually fly forwards, or it might turn and twist around the air. The walker suit can also blow up with the missile launcher out. A mechanic is nothing without his tools, so Kirby will use one for some other attacks. That tool being a wrench, and his attacks being one where he throws the wrench forwards if you dash, press forwards, and B in midair, and another where he quickly hits forwards with the wrench if you tap the B button. For hats, I didn't really have much to think of it. since the headgear most mechanics use is this hat. So I picked a pretty blue color and went with it. The closest to actual concepts was a color palette change with different but still fitting colors, and a hat position change. What really makes this ability hat special is that Kirby's cheek is dirty, because being a mechanic can get your hands pretty dirty. The ability icon is light blue colored and has a wrench for its icon. And those are my Kirby copy ability ideas. I still have plenty more, but I think those are enough for one video. I decided to pack them together in different categories. These are the explosive abilities, because if you notice, they all end up exploding. Whether that is from fireworks, flowers, or actual explosions. I still have other categories planned, like professions, items, remakes, and might even have a little suggestions episode. So I hope you look forward to those in the future. But for now, what do you guys think about these two abilities? If you think that they are well made and well designed, let me know by hitting that like button. Also, feel free to let me know about your thoughts and ideas about these fan-made copy abilities, and also let me know about your own copy ability ideas in the comments down below. Like I said, I will make a video about them if we get enough. If you want to be notified whenever the next following episodes arrive, you can subscribe and turn on all notifications so you never miss my weekly uploads. If you want to watch more from me, there are two videos on screen. One chosen by YouTube for you, and another being my latest upload. If you feel like it, go watch them. With this, I finish this video. Have a great day. Goodbye.